Our planet dances to a rhythm. It's a rhythm of warmth and cold, of rain and snow. These are the seasons, the lifeblood of our world. They dictate the cycles of nature, from the tiniest insect to the largest whale. Spring awakens the world with vibrant life. Summer brings growth and abundance. Autumn paints the landscapes in fiery hues as nature prepares for slumber. Winter blankets the land in white, a time for rest and renewal. This is the Symphony of Seasons, a delicate balance that has sustained life for millennia. This symphony is not merely a visual spectacle. It's the foundation upon which ecosystems thrive. Birds migrate with the changing seasons, following ancient routes to find food and breeding grounds. Animals grow thick coats in anticipation of winter's chill, shedding them as warmth returns. Plants lie dormant beneath the snow, waiting for the signal to burst forth with new life. This intricate dance of life is choreographed by the predictable rhythm of the seasons. The familiar tempo of the seasons is changing. Our planet is warming, and this warming is disrupting the delicate balance of our climate. The consequences are already being felt across the globe. Spring is arriving earlier in many parts of the world, sometimes weeks earlier than just a few decades ago. Autumn lingers longer, delaying the onset of winter. The growing season, the period when temperatures are suitable for plant growth, is lengthening. These changes may seem subtle, but their impact is profound. In northern Minnesota, a region known for its long, harsh winters, temperatures have risen dramatically. Winter lows have increased by over 7 degrees Fahrenheit since the late 19th century. This warming trend is not unique to Minnesota. It's a pattern observed across the northern hemisphere. The Arctic, the Earth's refrigerator, is warming at twice the rate of the rest of the planet, further amplifying the disruption of seasonal patterns. The natural world is resilient, but it's being pushed to its limits. Ecosystems have evolved over millennia to thrive within the predictable rhythm of the seasons. Now, that rhythm is changing too rapidly for many species to adapt. Consider the plight of migratory birds. Their journeys are timed to coincide with the availability of food and suitable breeding conditions. As seasons shift, these critical resources may no longer be available when and where the birds expect them to be. This mismatch can lead to population declines and even extinctions. The timing of seasonal events is crucial for the delicate balance of ecosystems. Plants and animals have co-evolved, relying on each other for survival. For example, some plants depend on specific insects for pollination. If these insects emerge too early or too late due to altered temperatures, the plants may fail to reproduce, disrupting the food chain and impacting other species that depend on them. Climate change is throwing a wrench into the intricate machinery of nature. Agriculture, the foundation of human civilization, is intricately linked to the seasons. Farmers rely on the predictable timing of rainfall, temperature, and frost-free days to plant, cultivate, and harvest their crops. The changing seasons are already impacting agricultural practices around the world. Longer growing seasons may seem beneficial at first glance, but they come with a cost. Extended periods of warmth can lead to increased water stress, especially in regions already prone to drought. The earlier arrival of spring can disrupt the delicate balance required for successful fruit production. Fruit trees, for example, require a certain number of chill hours during winter to set their buds properly. If warm temperatures arrive too early, disrupting this dormant period, the trees may produce fewer flowers and consequently less fruit. This can have devastating consequences for farmers and consumers alike. The changing seasons threaten our food security, a stark reminder of our interconnectedness with the natural world. Section 5. Thirst in a world of shifting waters. Water, the elixir of life, is intricately linked to the seasons. The timing and intensity of rainfall shape the availability of water resources throughout the year. Climate change is disrupting these patterns, creating a world of water extremes. In some regions, rainfall is becoming more intense and concentrated, leading to increased runoff and flooding. This excess water, often arriving at unexpected times, can overwhelm infrastructure and damage crops. In contrast, other regions are experiencing more prolonged and severe droughts. As temperatures rise and rainfall patterns shift, the amount of water available for drinking, irrigation, and industry dwindles. This scarcity can lead to conflict over water resources, impacting communities and ecosystems alike. The changing seasons are intensifying the global water crisis, a stark reminder of our dependence on the delicate balance of nature. Section 6. Fury Unleashed: The Rise of Extremes. Climate change is not merely shifting the timing of the seasons, it's also amplifying the extremes. Heat waves, those periods of abnormally high temperatures, are becoming more frequent, intense, and long-lasting. These scorching events can have devastating consequences for human health, agriculture, and ecosystems. Wildfires, fueled by dry conditions and high temperatures, are raging with greater intensity and frequency. On the other end of the spectrum, some regions are experiencing more intense storms and extreme rainfall events. These deluges can overwhelm drainage systems, leading to flooding and landslides. The increased frequency and intensity of these extreme weather events underscore the profound impact of climate change on our planet's delicate balance. Section 7. A World of Two Extremes, a Glimpse into the Future. Imagine a world stripped of the subtle transitions of spring and autumn, a world dominated by the stark extremes of summer and winter. This is not a scene from a dystopian novel. It's a potential future if we fail to address climate change. In this scenario, summers would be longer, hotter, and drier, pushing ecosystems and human societies to their limits. Water scarcity would become a defining challenge, sparking conflicts and migrations. Winters, while potentially shorter, could be punctuated by periods of intense cold and snowfall, a consequence of disrupted atmospheric circulation patterns. The delicate balance of nature, finely tuned over millennia, would be thrown into disarray. This stark vision of the future serves as a powerful reminder of what's at stake if we fail to act. Section 8. Our Call to Action: Preserving the Rhythm of Life. The changing seasons are a stark warning, but they are also a call to action. We have the power to mitigate climate change, to preserve the delicate symphony of life on Earth. It requires a collective effort, a global commitment to reducing our impact on the planet. We need to transition away from fossil fuels, embrace renewable energy sources, and invest in sustainable practices. Protecting our forests, restoring degraded ecosystems, and promoting sustainable agriculture are essential steps in the right direction. Education and awareness are paramount, for it is through understanding that we can inspire action. The time to act is now. Let us heed the warning of the changing seasons and work together to preserve the delicate rhythm of life on Earth for generations to come.